seriously moving into esports is something that a lot of the bigger organizations across the world are doing, is really treating these players as the athletes that they are. We're in game and ready to go now as the players have readied up. We're going to see Soma pushing down with this one. Nice touch from him. Groovy Grape now looking to push even further forward. Legacy starting out with great pressure. Days trying to break that as he puts the ball center. Siki getting onto that one. Was a little bit of a slow pass coming through from Days, but nevertheless they'll find the ball moving forward. Aaron now going to challenge against Plitz. Will find the ball and push it slightly forward before Siki receives it.
Now, we didn't touch on the Corvidae side as well. I was wondering what side they would put out today, but it's Siki, Days, and Plitz. That is their core.
That is.
But they're so good with Steve that they're almost a rotating core of 4. They will just go and pressure hard, but that's not going to help him. Soma's coming in early. He gets the first goal.
He's found his zen under the Legacy tree and will put this one away. Plitz whiffing that one there. He had 2 opportunities on the wall to get onto that ball, and it's now come around to Soma to put it in. 4 minutes 14 left in this game. Legacy Esports have started out strong with a 46-second goal, and they're going to look to back that up here. Aaron, nice fake there to get rid of Plitz, and will block it as well. Now Siki will find the ball to push it forward. There's looking for a shot. Soma onto the touch for the save.
Aaron's now, he's going to hit that way into the bottom curve, up to the top curve. Plitz down the center, Groovy Grape. It will go out to the side. Bit of ping pong action from both. Double whiff coming through. Aaron out, or Soma, sorry, out to the side. Groovy Grape puts that on almost. Aaron's going to pass it into the middle, but no one's going to be there. Corvidae, they can't do anything with it. Groovy Grape manages to get it down the field. This is looking really good for Legacy now. Corvidae just don't seem to be able to get any ball control. Grape
is up, but Plitz will find the clear. One thing we can talk about with the Legacy roster as well is Groovy Grape. He's just a phenomenal player. And I often refer to him as the best striker in Oceanic Rocket League, not necessarily in the context of offense, but just generally how he strikes that ball. He hits it with authority, he places it exactly where he means to, and he really facilitates a lot, both in defense, transitioning through to offense with his ability to get onto the ball and be accurate with it. As we see Corvidae now trying to channel their inner Grape to get this ball into the net. They're not going to find an opportunity here. Legacy hold on tight, and now they're going to be pushing this one down the end. Soma, great bicycle kick there. The backflip going to help Aaron put this on towards goal. Siki, great clear across the face, and now Days will be able to get the catch and push it on.
Yeah, Days gone towards the center. Plitz didn't want to follow through. There are 2 Legacy. Siki in goal, gets it up high. Days now pops it down. Soma will get a little bit of a block, but Siki can go for it again. Soma is an absolute barrier back there right now. Days will now put it into the center, but no one's there with him. Groovy Grape now is going to look to follow up from his own hit off the wall. But Siki picks up the boost. Grape's going to be dry now, but Siki's not going to get any pace. He's going to manufacture some. Take it around. Plitz is waiting, but Soma the clearance.
Soma going to follow up again, puts it down. That's Plitz and Days behind him. Soma off the wall looking for Grape. It was a great pass. Could have used a little bit more elevation. And we will see Corvidae get onto it. Aaron now getting onto this one. Grape looking for the drop. Gets it down. Aaron with the follow-up touch. But Siki with the save from Grape's touch will be putting it back out. And Soma returns once again. I think the Legacy returns policy is quite strong. No returns unless it's us.
No, Corvidae now taking it down the field. Can't get anything going. They're getting it down the field. I think the best opportunity so far has been of Days getting a dribble forward and a little flick over, but 2 Legacy players were there to stop it. The ball will float into the box. Soma now around it. Plitz, here we go, Corvidae. They're going to try and get something going, but Days is hit by Aaron. Plitz now, it's up high. It will bounce into the box. Siki can't get the touch. There was too much pressure from the defense probably, and now it's going to be sky high at midfield.
We're seeing Plitz with that one. It's going to drop. And Grape and Days will both find it. It's controlled by Corvidae now as Siki pushes down. Plitz looking for the back pass. Finds Siki again, but Aaron now on the chase. Will get that off the wall, aided by Siki. Grape midfield, finds it and puts it down to the right-hand pocket. Aaron now chasing up, gets boost and pops Days. Soma return. Aaron with the pass into center. 1 minute remaining, and Legacy Esports will still maintain control. Soma, great pop here. He's going to move down. Aaron looks for the spin. Will not find the pirouette touch that he is after. And now the ball comes back to Grape in center field. Accidental pop here. He will be setting it. Siki will read that. Soma needs to get the save and misses. Corvidae Siki will put this one away with 43 seconds left. Grape, that poor touch in midfield.
Well, he was looking to control the ball. All that happened, though, was it bounced straight up in the air. He's got no momentum. He's right under it. He can't do a thing. Opts for the back pass. But for that back pass, it would have had to been communicated really early, and Aaron would have had to come flying out as soon as that almost got popped up to get the clearance.
Oh!
But Corvidae, they're taking the lead here. Legacy have held control of this match, and this is the first game here of the best of 7, but Corvidae's coming straight back. As soon as this little mistake by Legacy, they've now converted that into 2 goals.
And they've done very well to do so. 36 seconds now left on the clock, and Corvidae has flipped the tables of game number 1 in this best of 7. And Siki will be picking this one up. Grape looking to move it around. 30 seconds left on the clock. Soma pass to Aaron, but does not get the chip they needed. Grape looks to turn. Legacy too far forward. Aaron will rotate. Siki pushes forward. Now Soma in goal and gets onto the ball. Aaron off the side. Does not get the right line for it, and ball will bounce dangerously close to Corvidae's box. Grape comes in. Off backboard. Needs someone else. Days pops it out. Aaron drops low. Grape now to centre. Come on, Soma. Soma with the chip. But Days is going to get the touch out, and Corvidae will control this to the ground. Corvidae take the first game in the series.
That was a huge turnaround. I thought Legacy was almost just going to run away with it, but
that's
Corvidae,
it.
Corvidae, they just went, oh, a little mistake. Let's score off that. And then, oh, no one's back. Let's just score. They just took opportunities with they just took the opportunities really, really well.
They did.
Legacy, to me, they looked good, but they're on point when their passing play is on point.
That's right.
So they were trying the passes, but sometimes they were trying to force the passes as well. They weren't getting enough power on the pass, and it just wasn't finding the mark either. So if they can get that down pat, then they'll be fine moving into the next game. They were almost fine with it being a little bit off there.
They were. I think that Legacy needed this warm-up game in this series. I think that's going to be the teller for them, is how they come into game 2 and carry their game onwards. They need to be controlling this now, as we know they can do that. I think the surprise for me was how little I saw of Grape in that game. Aaron and Soma did quite a lot, Soma getting that first goal, and they facilitated a lot across the pitch. I just didn't feel that Grape had the presence in Game 1 that he has had throughout the season.
Yeah, that's very true. And there was Grape scoring the final goals against Alpha Sydney in the last week.
Yeah.
He wasn't scoring all the goals, but he was scoring the crucial ones at the end. The highlight reel goals to finish the matches off. So they need Groovy Grape up there. And if they can just work their passes out a little bit more, they'll be fine. I was thinking the biggest issue in the match was Blitz with a couple whiffs. Yeah. But then it just turned out to be a couple mistakes from Legacy, which was the telling tale.
As we see the game get underway, great challenge by Aaron there. It is going to be saved out by Days. Siki looking to push forward, but Grape will challenge and get it to right-hand corner. Soma now trying to get something off the wall. Mad pinch out. Lucky Aaron is there to get onto it and will push the challenge against Blitz. Ball coming out now. Grape looks to get onto it. Does, and prevents Blitz from getting anything away with his team. Soma on the challenge here. Will find corner at the top there. Siki now onto that one, pushing forward. Aaron will receive in the back lines, and Days coming to make use of this. Grape will look to challenge out, slows down and pulls out though as he notices Days has control. Siki goes to get one over the top of Legacy, and Corvidae unwavering pressure right now as they look to score. Days a little high, comes off crossbar, will not drop in. Aaron, great clear out towards the offensive for Legacy.
Days was really unlucky there. That was looking like a goal. Just needed to get a little bit of a jump on there for the height, but good signs for Corvidae early on here. Days now, he's going to take it through. He's dribbling it, but he can't get control. Groovy Grape down the field, one-on-one versus Siki, but it's a lot closer to Siki. Blitz now, it's at halfway. Days is moving through. He's going to control it, the 1v1 versus Aaron. Nice side roll from Aaron to get onto that ball. Soma now, he's going to take it on through the air, try and control it off the wall. But Groovy Grape, he's gone for a pot shot. Siki with the save.
Very big shot out of Grape there, going for that top right corner, and it was close to, required that save to clear. It was dangerous for Corvidae, bad position for them to be in. Luckily they've clutched it through, and it's now going to be Days receiving this touch from Aaron. Grape is up, looks for the flick and finds it. First goal of game 2 goes to Legacy Esports. Thank you very much.
And it's who you wanted to step up as well. Days couldn't get onto that, and Groovy Grape, he goes low for this one. I think Siki actually found his way to the back of the net too, which he definitely wasn't trying to do.
No, he wasn't. Siki was up there because he would have seen, okay, ball's up, Grapes there. Grapes going to go for this shot. Siki's anticipated that shot, and Grapes played with that anticipation because Siki's had way too much inward momentum towards the back of goal. He's going to look to make use of that, and Grape played the late game. Oh my goodness, Soma and Grape looking for this, and very close opportunity there. But it is going to be cleared out by Siki. Grape now with the pop as Aaron looks to get it in. Grape sending it back. What a bouncer! Aaron looks for it, but Days will find the clear as the post prevents anything going in for Legacy.
Corvidae showing some fantastic composure right now. Legacy look to have goals on 2 occasions there. Couldn't bring it out. Soma drops it down to Aaron. There's only blitzing goals. It's a slow shot that's very, very wide. And now Siki trying to get Sutton onto it. He loses connection with the ball. No one's back. Groovy Grape. Is he going to go for the pass to Aaron or just go for it? He bounces it over. And Groovy Grape, he's going to make it 2-0. Making Judge very happy with...
Look, that's the performance I've expected out of Grape. I mean, that goal there's a little sloppy, but he's finished it off in style. He regained control after popping it to the backboard and then bounced it in to make good use of his time without any defense. As we head to the 3rd kickoff of the game, Groovy Grape is playing back and gets the reverse touch, going to follow it out with the half flip off the wall and now get control on the field. Pinch across though, no thank you, as Corvidae look to establish control and get a goal back for themselves. Siki gets onto it, follow up, will not find it. Soma, good clear.
That's been the story of this game for Corvidae. They've got 2 crossbars here, hasn't been able to go in. Soma now dribbling it downfield. 1v1 versus Siki. Tries to go behind, but Siki just holds his ground and gets the clearance. Siki now comes out with the ball onto Days. Days can't get onto it. Groovy Grape. Aaron now looking for the pass down to Grape. Grape's got the goal. All the goal to aim for. And it's a hat-trick. It's a hat-trick.
Already, thank you, Grape. This is the performance I expected out of you.
What a pass.
And, Aaron read that very well. He read that very well to get up there, especially he got up there before his opponent and managed to set it down softly with the hood of his car in reverse. So he's maintained control despite needing speed. It's something that's very hard to do, especially if you're rushing to get up there, to be able to hit it down nicely for your teammates to capitalise. Groovy Grape looking to do something on his own yet again, but it's going to be Corvidae with the conversion. No thanks. Soma on the back line, going to clear that one out. Aaron in goals, ready and prepped to get clears where he needs to. And it's great rotations coming out of Legacy. Now Corvidae popping shots across the field. Legacy not having a bar of it.
Yeah, it was a good attempt into play. It's just a little bit too far forward. But the previous goal was the perfect example of how Legacy played the team game. Shot out there. Groovy Grape just clearing it out to the side. But once their passes are on point, then they're fine. It's just that they couldn't find that earlier. They were just a little bit off. Now they are on fire. Corvidae, they're struggling to find the goal right now. The shots are coming out. They are getting offensive pressure on, but they just can't really get a powerful shot.
No, I find that they can't get the force behind the ball that they need to get it past Legacy. They're getting good touches, but also when they're finding the force, they're putting it off goal. They're putting it from left to right, right to left, or above. So if they can actually get some accuracy on net, we might see them force something a little through. Corvidae looking for an opportunity off the clear here. It's going to be a high return by Aaron. Looks for the pop. So does Soma. It's going to be Siki popping it out as Grape comes in over the top. Days will get the pop out to the sideboard. Aaron gets the chip across field. That's Soma clear there with the touch from Days. Is going to prevent an opportunity for Grape. Grape gets up. Good challenge. And that will prevent any opportunity of Corvidae scoring in this game. Legacy Esports tie the series 1 apiece with a great showing. Groovy Grape 5 shots on goal with 3 goals there. He got his hat trick and he did it well.
Well, you get Groovy Grape going. You get your passing going. You're going to be looking good, especially Aaron. That pass was so impressive.
Oh, beautiful.
And Aaron's not the dude who's going to score all your goals.
No, he's not.
But just what he does around the map is amazing.
Aaron's a very multifaceted player, but you don't see him carry in any one role because he's performing across the field so much. You'll see him get great passes like that. You'll see him go up for a save. In fact, he got 2 in that game. He only got 1 shot off. He's still applying that offensive pressure, but he's moving around everywhere. He is what I call a solid third player. He is filling the position he needs to, doing what the team needs in order to stay ahead, and he facilitates, yet again, another facilitating player in this league, but he enables and facilitates Grape and Soma to do their job. Soma to carry and keep cool and make the calls he needs to. Grape in game 2 now, pull out an amazing performance and do something in the offense that no one else is doing right now. Aaron, with his passes like that, is facilitating that. And then Soma watches over as the ever-wise, ever-watchful in-game leader and makes sure that they're getting their rotations on point.
You know, in previous teams that Corvidae Great's been in, he's been sort of the defensive player that transitions into offense.
Yeah.
Now, with Legacy, he's been able to thrive because he can just move forward.
He just does what he needs to, and I think that's testament to their communication and their synergy as well. You know, Grape moves around and does what he feels he needs to be doing, and that's what Legacy does to win. Then Soma and Aaron fill the gaps. You know, Aaron, don't worry, buddy. I'll get you a nice setup. I'll get something that you can capitalize on. Big move from Aaron there, goes for the 1v2, doesn't quite get it. Grape might have been able to get that.
Yeah, the Batmobile would have just got a little bit of extra height on the hit.
That's right.
As all Corvidae can't get it around Siki. Plit's taking it down the field, but Soma is there in time to get that ball moving forward for Legacy. Nice tap from Corvidae, but Soma's not going to challenge that in the air. Daze doesn't really get a huge hit on it. Soma can just hit it in the corner. Daze still trying to get it. He's still got the ball somehow, but he will move down the field, try and pick up a little bit of boost as Plit's now looking for the back pass to Siki. A little bit too hot for him to handle.
Can't handle the heat. I say get out of the kitchen. Legacy needing to get this ball cleared as Corvidae tries to keep the pace on. Nice touch from Aaron, but Plitz over the top. Grape will get the double jump for the block and subsequently the clear. And now it's pushed down for the Legacy side. Soma midfield on the touch. Grape did look to get a chip off of that, but won't find the ball and will not connect in time. Grape now going to get the flip, get it off the wall, but Daze on the challenge. Great positioning from him will prevent anything coming through. Grape going to look for something here, whiffs, and I don't know, maybe Grape's used everything in that second game. I need to see him pull it back again.
Maybe a difficult ball to get onto for the previous one. Soma now over the top. Plitz might look to control this. He does, but it's a little bit out to the side. Oh, phase out Aaron. Can he get Soma as well? Soma's a little bit too wise on that one. But Aaron, he can't get the shot there. Daze picks up the 100 boost, goes downfield over to Siki. That would have been on point, but Groovy Grape, he's in the way. Aaron now going for the goal. Groovy Grape tries to take it in front of Blitz, but we're still going to have a 0-all score line 2 minutes in.
That was a crazy pass off the wall then by Aaron as well. Had Groovy Grape been able to put that away, I reckon that could have been a potential highlight of the finals from those two. As it was an amazing opportunity. We're going to see Corvidae now try and make use of their end of the field, and will, as Siki puts this one away. Almost half the game has been played without a score, and now Corvidae put this one on the board. They need to hold their lead to take out game 3.
Yeah, well, it's a good turnaround from Corvidae. They got beat in the last match 3-0, or in the last game. So to turn that around, we're almost halfway through this game. They've held strong against the Legacy plays.
Yeah.
Corvidae, they've probably had better opportunities moving forward so far in this one, and they finally got a goal out of it.
Certainly have. As we see Plitz moving down, he's going to try and find an opportunity for himself and won't. Soma gets up for it though, and there's Siki rising to the occasion. He will miss as Soma puts it down. Groovy Grape picks it up left side. Siki gets a demo. That's going to be good for Corvidae now, removing Soma from the equation. Good slow from Aaron, and Soma gets onto it. That's looking at goal. Long shot, but Siki with the time gets onto the ball and clears it out. Legacy maintaining pressure as they want to snag back that equalising single goal. But Corvidae will not give it up lightly.
Back pass to Siki. Soma, he's been such a pest, just getting up high to block the shots. Siki now is trying to pass it over to someone. Blitz, it's a backboard pass, but Soma will just pop it along. Siki now once again moving it in. Aaron, a little bit of a flip out to the side, and Siki can't maintain control. Aaron now, Groovy Grape trying to get something going. Has popped up high. Soma can't get there in time. So Daze, Soma now, he's reading it perfectly. He's off the roof, going to bounce in, but Siki, what a save again!
Corvidae are doing very well to keep Legacy out. That's 2 phenomenal options on goal that have been thwarted by the Corvidae defense. Legacy cannot seem to find a break, and Soma will come off the wall now trying to get some touch and positioning on the ball. Siki now option, will find the crossbar, and Soma waiting there for it as well. Now off the side wall, Aaron gets up, gets the touch on and drops it down. A minute remaining and not long for Legacy to bring this one back, especially with the way Corvidae has been playing as they now advance into offense. Siki looking for an option for Plitz. Will not get it for him, but Daze makes use of what's there, trying to push this on. Legacy collapsing onto the ball and clearing it out.
Siki now once again moving it forward. It's only Groovy Great. This is going to be a prime opportunity. Soma tried to just drop it off, but Blitz will get a touch out to the side. Now Siki over the top. Nice work. Still got a touch on it, but there is no one following through with him. And Soma can get it to about halfway. Now up the wall. Goes for the goal. Aaron now looking for the shot. Groovy Great will keep it in here. We got Aaron and Groovy Great moving forward. Soma's there too, but Siki coming out of the ball will get a touch onto it. Soma, he's at the wrong part of the field now. He was too far behind the ball. Blitz taking it down the field. 8 seconds left for Corvidae to kill. Days doing a good job there, bipping out Soma. Days now just controlling it, flipping out to the side. He wants to kill as much time as possible. He may have done so, and it's going to go out to the side. Soma, the last hope to keep it up.
We see 0 seconds on the clock. It could be done by Legacy here. Grape has popped it to the side. I don't think that's the touch he wanted. Aaron unable to keep the ball alive, and the winner will be Corvidae in game number 3, now leading the series 2-1. Great celebrations coming out from the boys. And a very tense performance across the field. I feel that Legacy slacked off this game. They're not playing the Legacy Esports game we're used to.
Yeah, that one was a little bit weird. It looked like the first match again to me. Legacy, though, the first match, it felt like Corvidae stole that. But Legacy, it looked like they were playing their first match again, even though they come into the second and won it incredibly. At the moment, Legacy actually has more goals in the series. They've got 4 to Corvidae's 3.
But they did it in 2 games compared to this one. Corvidae's managed to get another one in this game. I think looking at the score lines as well, and talking about how you said that you feel that Corvidae stole the first game off Legacy, I think this one, Corvidae just played a good game and Legacy failed to match them, is more the difference here. Legacy played like they did in game 1, but Corvidae stepped up and moved forward. As we head into the next, game 4, we are looking at a tight series across the board. Who do you think is going to take this one?
This is ridiculous. I'm going to say that Legacy is just going to keep sort of alternating good games right now. Corvidae's been pretty consistent over the 3.
They have.
They haven't really stepped up or stepped down. They've just sort of played consistently. It hasn't been phenomenal yet, but if they can turn it up at any time, I think that'll be enough to take it away. But if Legacy can play...
Oh my God, Blitz!
Started it off early.
There's your turn up, mate. He's already brought it 6 seconds into game 4. Reads this pass from Days and sets it right-hand side. Soma unable to get the right line to block.
Yeah, well, here we go. Corvidae, 6 seconds in. Days passes to Blitz and Blitz scores. Aaron and Soma kind of had an opportunity for both of those. Soma went a little bit too far on it. Just not sort of expecting a shot like that to come out so early. And now a second Siki. It's 2-0.
Too quick for Legacy Esports as Corvidae turns it on. Grape went for the save here, but has inadvertently popped it up for Siki. Great pass coming out of Grape for Siki to capitalise on here. I think Grape was aiming more for a left-hand pinch rather than the pop. And we're going to see Corvidae 2-0 now. As you said, an easy start for them. They need to hold on to this lead, though. Legacy needs to bring it back. Where's my Groovy Grape gone?
Maybe he'll be back shortly, but Corvidae right now, it's the game that they like. Fast-paced, high pressure. Kind of like what One More wanted to do, but Corvidae's managing to achieve this at the moment. Groovy Grape will pop it down. Oh, that was dangerous. Siki not credited with a save, though, even though the shot was on. And Legacy, they're going to need things like that to go in. Groovy Grape gets detonated by Siki. Soma takes out Siki there.
Answer back.
Yeah, the answer back. The trade off, if you will. But Plitz looking for the pass over to Siki. There's 3 versus 2 right now. Plitz actually does pretty well there to get the pop-up, but no one wants to go for it. Groovy Grape's all over it. Gets it off the ceiling. Now Soma downfield. That's going to be very high. Soma might be able to do something more with the Bip stage out the way, but he's got the ball first. Aaron now. Groovy Grape doesn't want the pass, so he just sits back and goal.
He's watching for Blitz as the option here, and it's a good option in the Legacy rotation for Grape to stay there. Days now receiving this one. He's going to look to push. Grape will drop down, looks for Aaron, and Aaron gets a goal on the board as he capitalises on a beautiful pass off and down from Grape here. The bottom end of Grape puts it down, and underneath Siki here, Aaron will find net.
The bounces are just sick when they work, but Groovy Grape now, he's getting into the passing game.
He is.
He's saying, look, I'm not getting the passes. Guys, I'll just pass it to you. Aaron, you can be the star.
And I think that's a testament again to Legacy's ability to fill any role with any player. I mean, I mentioned earlier that Aaron fills the good third man role. And I think, oh my goodness, even though he's whiffed this one.
What
and
is going on?
Oh my lord. Aaron whiffed the save, but Siki accidentally saved it and stopped all momentum on the ball. And we're going to see Legacy move forward now. Soma looking for the pass. It's going to be Days who will get that out. Grape not going to find it though. He does move up. Plitz, opportunity here as Legacy is too far forward. He's going to look for the dribble, puts it away. And Corvidae get a third. Plitz, a wonderful touch. He received that with great control and ran it on. One of the hardest things to do in Rocket League is to be able to run a dribble on top of your car with such speed. To be able to pick it up slow and then move it, because if you move that ball too fast, you'll chip it over yourself. You go underneath it. You move it too slow, opposition catches up. So he's done very well to control that ball and convert.
Yeah, and also if you just go for sort of the double flip, sometimes you can go offline.
That's right.
The easiest shots sometimes get missed. But Corvidae finally get their goal that they probably deserved earlier with Siki just floating through the air going, please don't hit me. Corvidae, they are looking incredible right now. They have turned it up. Legacy are the ones who need to answer now because, can it happen? Aaron, he's going through the middle. So Legacy, they find themselves 2 goals down. There's half the game to go. They scored 3 in the second on the back of Groovy Grape. They need a huge performance again from someone. Aaron's going to pop it up. That was interesting.
That was interesting. I don't think he had the boost he thought he had. And it's now going to be a conversion for Siki. 4-1 now for Corvidae. And Siki getting on top of that. Soma unable to get to the ball as it does drop low. It was a weird floater, that one as well, from that touch. It's dropped nicely for Siki to capitalise on. And it's an easy goal for him. We do need to see Legacy step up.
Yeah, I think so. We just worked out it may be a little bit too high for him to go for. But like we saw by Sirix in the previous matchup, he kind of took himself out of it by stopping the attempt on the ball.
Yeah.
Sometimes the wrong decision, if you've already made it, you've got to stick with it.
And I think that, you know, as we see it in Rocket League, and as you and I have experienced yourself, you might initially make the wrong decision, but the ball will come off the backboard, and turns out your miscalculation is the perfect calculation to get something cleared out.
Calculated. Yeah,
that's it. It's why it's a quick command in the text chat. Corvidae looking for another option here. Days, unreal. Thank you, Corvidae. They've really stepped up here. Aaron gets a consolation prize with the demo on Siki, but Days will put it away here. Great chip left to right over the top, and that's going to be secured for him. 5-1 now. Corvidae have really upped their game in this one. You mentioned that they played consistently all series. I think this is where Corvidae steps the bar up and looks to close it out quickly.
They certainly do. The thing is, Corvidae were the only team to beat Legacy in the regular season.
That's right.
This Corvidae style works so well to counter Legacy. Legacy like the passing play. Corvidae just get in there and hit the ball. They don't care where it is. You could almost call them ball chasers. They've refined it down when they sort of started playing together. You'd be forgiven for calling them ball chasers, but now it's a little bit more controlled, but they're still in there at everything, just contesting everything. And it's so difficult to actually get pass plays going when teams are doing that. And you break up what Legacy want to do. Oh, Blitz! The face! That is ridiculous! Days gets credited with the goal, but Blitz, he should be given an assist there. He still is somehow, but what is...
Oh my goodness, Plitz backflips out of it to let it go on goal. That's a fake and a half there. And we're going to see Corvidae go up 6-1 with just over a minute left here in game number 4. Unbelievable goal.
It's ridiculous. I don't even know what to say about that. Just Plitz, that was sickening. And Soma can now take it down the field. Legacy just sort of have to get something going now. They've got to work out either how to work out to get their pass play, or just they have to change their game plan. Because it's not going to work against Corvidae right now. They've worked out, after game 2 where it worked for Legacy, Corvidae have been blocking the passes a lot more. See, right there, just getting over the top of Groovy Grape. And, Aaron up to Soma though. But the shot is missed out there. And Days can take it down the field.
We're looking at Corvidae trying to get a Brazil here to finish this one off. Days going to take the ball off Siki to try and get it himself. He's going to be saved out. Grape and Plitz fighting over here.
What is going on?
They're just waiting for it. Legacy don't want to give Corvidae the ball, and Siki is going to be challenged by Grape and cleared out. I think, look, Tiba, you were talking before about how Corvidae had this really ball-chasing, pick-up game style. You know, everyone's an individual carry trying to really lead the game earlier on, and they've refined that now into the style we see them playing. I think the best way to describe it is it's an in-your-face, no-hesitation game that heavily relies on correct positioning to make up for the holes. You know, playing that very or unstylized game, the very aggressive on the ball and making sure that every second touch is their own, doing that play style can leave yourself open and susceptible to goals being scored against you in the holes that you're making by being so aggressive. The way Corvidae stops that, and as we've seen in this game, is they've just been present. They've just had the aggression's been exerted timely and in a really organised and thought-out fashion. You're having one player chase and chase and chase, and that's coming down to the communication that's coming through as well, I imagine, from these players, is they need to be telling each other exactly where everyone is, exactly what they're doing, to know that, right, Days is going up, Sicky's going to sit back.
Well, they also managed to keep Legacy to 2 shots in total. They scored 6 goals themselves.
That's right.
And it was shared. 2 goals each and 1 assist each for every player on Corvidae.
That's right.
So they're sharing the love.
They are.
And that's just showing that they've managed to find their rotations in their sort of chaos.
I think that's all they need to find as well, is the rotations. That's clear. Legacy are lacking in their rotations. They're lacking in their passing at the moment because Corvidae is preventing that, getting intercepts and getting hard touches to make sure that Legacy cannot play the game they want to.
Is this a Corvidae kickoff?
No.
Oh, Days is back. But that's where the early Corvidae, the Corvidae kickoff comes from the fact that they leave the goals open almost every single kickoff.
Yeah.
They go for boost, and then the goal would just squeeze in. That was almost there, a little bit of more power, and it would have been in, and maybe given Legacy some momentum, but just back in time in that one. I've seen a few other teams do Corvidae kickoffs recently, but not so much Corvidae. They almost faux pas there.
That's right. Look, Corviday's they've really upped their game. That's come through with the transition we talked about, how Corviday's refined their gameplay. Groovy Grape looking for the secure, doesn't need it as Aaron puts this one away. I thought Grape was actually, with the long angle there, I thought Grape was going to go up for the body block here.
Well, yeah, I thought his best option would have been to block the defender coming out. I think it was Seagate.
Yeah.
But in the end, it was enough for a fake because that's where Seagate ended up, where Groovy Grape would have shot the ball.
That's right.
If Groovy Grape ended up getting onto it, but Daisy's going to answer early. Corvidae are back in this one apiece, and that is fast.
That was a quick goal, 122 Ks. And off of that received pass from Sicky, that is a pass on the 45 and a great option for Corvidae as well. That pass there, if you've got your team spread across the field horizontally, you know, talking one left, one center, one right, then that is the perfect angle you want because it's put it up there for whoever is receiving to have a full range on that goal to put it away. All that matters is making sure it goes somewhere net that an opposition player isn't. And Corvidae did that. They put it away.
There's actually some pace taken off that ball, it looked like, from 120 kilometers an hour. How you actually get onto that pass is ridiculous in itself.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe we need to change the Corvidae kickoff to meaning scoring a goal off the kickoff.
Yeah, well, maybe. Maybe Corvidae kickoff is getting a 122-hour goal straight off of the pass.
And that Legacy would have been feeling good about that. Days. Ooh. Aaron just gets it around him, but Blitz moving forward straight back in. Can't get the touch, and Soma can clear it down to about halfway where Groovy Grape is. It's going to maybe touch the roof, just tickle the roof and drop down. Now, Groovy Grape can follow through. Not enough pace on this ball right now for Legacy to get through the defense, but Aaron, trying the air dribble. Blitz gets a save. Soma straight back in. That's dangerous. Days up in time. Soma now can't do anything. It's over the top of Days. 3 minutes left, and it's still one apiece here. Aaron looking for a pass down to Grape. Grape, it's a little bit offline for him, and he can't do too much about it. Soma, the pass, and they're at the intercept.
You know what I think it is for Legacy right now? I think they're playing too close up. I mean, that one there, Grape had to struggle to get a touch on the ball, let alone a good touch. I think that Legacy, because they're playing they're trying to play so hard onto the ball, they're getting these touches in the offensive third that are too hard for their teammates to receive and score off of. If they play, like, look, Soma can go onto this ball, and if he challenges Blitz, it's going to be pretty hard. Okay, it's going to be soft. Had he got a hard touch on that, then the rest of Legacy were far enough back that they could have converted. But Legacy, as they hold onto the ball harder and for longer in the offensive third, they're then getting closer as a team to the goal square, and then they're accidentally passing too far over. Corvidae runs away. So I think that that's one key thing that need to change up in the remainder of this game.
Yeah, that might be on the back also, as their passes are getting intercepted pretty easily right now. So they sort of have to tighten up, but that's completely throwing Legacy off. They almost just have to try and play their game. They don't have time to fix this up. They lose this game, and they're out.
That's gone.
And Legacy, like, they are so good over Cybergamer forever.
Yeah.
That is just, they'll feel that this is their tournament to win. So they right now need 3 games in a row. It's definitely possible that
Legacy Alpha swept, reverse swept Alpha Sydney. It's possible.
They did. And as soon as this team gets their groove back, if they go back to their Game 2 style, they should have it. Siki and Days bipping each other now, and Blitz missing that one. That may give Legacy an opportunity. Siki again is back in time. No one could follow up. Groovy Grape, the pass out to Soma. Soma's going to have to go for the back pass. That's dangerous. It almost screwed up their Game 1. Those back passes. Siki now is looking a little bit high, but Soma just does enough. You've got to defend those.
You certainly do. It's going to be pushed forward here. Soma misjudges his flip to get ahead onto the ball, and now it's great back there. 1 minute remaining, and it's a tied game. We could be seeing our first overtime.
We certainly could be. Yeah, the previous match was a bit of a blowout, but Legacy, they really want to get themselves back into this. Aaron, he's popping it up high. 45 seconds to go. Blitz is looking for the secondary touch, but it goes a little bit too far away from the wall. It's going to let Soma pop it in. Only to Days. Soma now, beautiful opportunity.
There.
Gets the pass to Groovy. It's Seagate. Soma, can he squeeze it through?
Groovy, thank you! Comes in. At least he didn't rotate back. Most people, after this touch there on screen, will rotate out, but he's managed to stick with it and has capitalized. Legacy coming back a little bit.
Right there, jam yourself in the box. It wasn't working for him earlier, but that's kind of what they have to do against Corvidae right now. They have to stick in there. The passes aren't, you're not able to get long passes in the box.
Oh!
Soma, he's calling defense. Soma just holds his position and gets 2 saves out of it. Corvidae, they are not going to give Legacy an inch. They are going to fight all the way.
I'm just stacking save points, bro. That's all it is.
Seeking now the pass over to Blitz, but Aaron and Soma both go up for it. Soma's still sitting in net. This is going to miss the goal. Groovy Grape pops it down the middle. They're still in with a chance here to tie it up and force overtime. It's up high.
This
Seeking,
is it.
he's going to look for it. Days has bipped Aaron into the net. And
Blitz!
Oh my God!
He's done it! Thank you, Corvidae. Overtime, Tibor, here in game number 5. Unbelievable work there. Blitz has got up. Aaron unable to get the backflip into the ball in time. And that is going to be the equaliser. I called it. I called it.
So Days went, and he didn't really, I don't think he got a bip on Aaron, but it took Aaron out of the goals. He had to go within, and it took him too long to actually reposition himself back in the goals. He was facing backwards and couldn't do anything with it.
Yep.
And Blitz just had enough time before that ball hit the ground.
That was unreal. First overtime of the finals, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Seagate Firecuda Cup. And we're 20 seconds in. Corvidae commanding possession already, looking for an opportunity here. Aaron, good clear out, going to pop that hard. Blitz gets the answer. Aaron back onto it, and now Legacy can push up. Great, going for the option onto the ball. I would have recommended leaving Aaron for that, and great positioning more middle. Soma going to challenge this one, gets the drop, but no one there to capitalise as Siki comes through. Now Days, now Blitz! Oh, that's off the backboard. Will find Siki, great with the save. Days with the flick! And that is good night for Legacy Esports as Corvidae, a very thick and fast overtime, will get the pop over Grape here, and that is it. Thank you very much, Corvidae. What a series.
I thought we were going to a game 6 there.
I thought so.
And Corvidae, like, this is ridiculous right now, what Corvidae's managed to do. It wasn't a 2 versus 2, by the way. There were
it was
3v3 in the lobby, but they have opted to leave. But, like, that's 6-1 in game 5.
Unreal.
Just Corvidae, that is ridiculous, and I thought Legacy was probably going to be the only team that could contest with Alpha Sydney today.
Yeah, look, that's what I thought as well. I thought that we were going to have Legacy Alpha Sydney Grand Final. That's not going to be the case. This is an Alpha Sydney Corvidae Grand Final, and I'm not sure how that's going to go.
I think it'll be a faster game than we've seen any so far.
I think it's going to be one of the fastest-paced games that we could have hoped for tonight.
Unless Alpha Sydney opts to go for their slow game again.
Yeah.
But I think that game wasn't normally at the fastest of paces. I mean, it did pick up a lot of the time.
It did.
But Legacy still was sort of keeping the pace down a little bit.
They were. I think that as we move into the grand final, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out, because Alpha Sydney needed to play a slow game against one more to get the win. Now looking at it, they're going to be able to play something a little bit faster paced, because it's going to come down to control over the ball and maintaining possession against Corvidae rather than the pace of the game. That story is to be unfolded. We, of course, do have the game for 3rd and 4th still to be played out, and then the grand final here.
No, we're just going straight to the grand final.
Oh, we are, that's right.
We're just going straight in.
We're in.
Best of 7, Alpha Sydney versus Corvidae. That is next.
It is.
And it is going to be an absolute ripper.
We are going to cut to a short 10-minute break here on the CGPL event channel. Stay tuned here for the Seagate Firecuda Cup. My name's Judge. I'm joined by Tibor. We'll be right back.